to this computer. Good morning, girls. Okay,
Morning.
so
Morning.
here we are for the Peru Midlife October 2026. Finally, we have a team, which is really, really exciting. So the goal of today is just to get us all together and to start planning the flights. Because once we've got the flights in order, then we in Peru can get on with booking your tickets for Machu Picchu, booking the guides, and well, it's booking the Machu Picchu ticket and the train ticket, which is the two things which are important, critical, I'd say, to the whole experience. But the other thing I want to talk to you about is the accommodation. So, first in, let's go down to dates. So, I'm just going to pull up my midlife itinerary and the plan that I had got going. So, I know Sarah has got these particular 2 weeks off, so she can't veer off. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
absolutely great. But she said she could go on a Friday night flight.
Mhm.
As her friends, do you think that is pushing her, or do you think that's realistic?
Sarah's here.
Oh, not Sarah. Sorry, Susie.
Susie. Oh, is that what she said?
Or was it you, Sarah? I know.
No, I said that because of my work, shifting it into September was difficult for me because of half term and everything. So I did say Friday this evening of the 2nd, which you had on your sheet, is great,
Okay,
which I
great.
think gets Elaine back for her wedding and that all sort of works out.
Okay, sorry, my confusion. Sarah and Susie got you muddled. Right. Okay, so therefore, let's aim to go on that Friday night flight with
Mm-hmm.
Avianca, and I will send you the details. Now,
Great.
I know some of you are going to say, "Ah, I've got BA flights, therefore I want to go with Iberia via Madrid." You can do that too, but if you don't have BA air miles, then Avianca is a dream, okay? Because you go Heathrow, Bogota overnight, and then you've got about 3, 4 hours, and then it's straight down to Cusco. It's a really simple flight.
Oh.
And why I like Avianca is that you can pay for the flexi flight, and that gives you it's their economy plus. So you get slightly bigger seats at the front of the plane, and it's not that much more. So it's really good.
And is
Brilliant.
it is it a Peruvian airline?
No,
No,
it's
Colombian.
it's Colombian, but
Oh,
they service the whole of South America. They're really good.
I got to just quickly say that Avianca was who I went with to Colombia back in 1987. And it was like, it was sort of like the cheap flight out to Bali. I mean, I know that they're a totally different airline now, but I remember going on Avianca because it was the cheapest way to get to South America. And you flew into Bogota and then, you went off on your trip. But everyone who's used them recently has just been saying they've been really, really good.
I love them.
Yeah, yeah, that's what people are saying. So,
I always, when I go to South America, they're my airline of choice. And Bogota Airport is extremely nice.
it will have changed.
Yeah. So no, Bogota Airport is really very slick. So, and then you get to Cusco, which is like landing in a bus shelter. So you go from one to the other. So that is what I predict. What I propose is that you all fly out on that Friday evening, and then you're going to get picked up, and your trip is going to start. Okay, you're going to get picked up and straight taken to Calca. Now at the end, okay, rolling on, the official day of ending will be on the Wednesday, the 14th of October. Now that will get everybody home on the Thursday, the 15th. Elaine, so you've got Friday to recover, ready for your shindig the next day.
Okay.
But what I do actually suggest is if you've got time, actually spending another day in Cusco, you might actually enjoy 1 or 2 more nights at the end.
So
So
what you're saying, obviously Elaine needs to get back for a wedding, but others, we've got the option for staying.
Yeah.
Rather than us having to go as a group. I get you. Yeah.
I mean, some people arrive way earlier. Some
Mm.
people might decide, actually, I'm going to go to Cusco on the Wednesday, and then I'll meet the group on the Saturday when everyone's arrived. So there is that bit of flexibility. You don't have to stick with my fixed flights. All I'm saying is the trip is going to start on Saturday morning, and it is officially going to end on the Wednesday. If you want to tag on either side a few days, easy peasy, and I've got a wonderful hotel in Cusco, which I highly recommend everyone to stay in. You will stay there regardless on the Tuesday night in the San Blas, and we'll get you there probably for lunchtime. So you'd have the whole afternoon to explore Cusco and do some crazy shopping. Shopping is amazing. And then in the morning you would still have time. So it might be enough. But if you want to chill your beans in this hotel, they've got a sauna, they've got massages and things like that. Could be an option.
Yeah, I'd
Great.
love to do that. I'd love to do that, Millie. I'm also even contemplating, and I think Susie might be too, staying on a bit longer and exploring a bit more as we're sort of all that way from home and, you know, whilst we're there sort of thing. So
Yeah,
it might be another conversation that I need to have with you separately, as to what's within reach of, say, I did an extra week. So say, and possibly Susie too. I don't think Sarah's able to, but
I'll do the Bolivia thing.
oh, you are up
We'll do
there.
that,
Okay.
definitely for that, yeah.
We'd be quite keen to do the salt flats afterwards, if that's workable, viable. And anyone else, obviously, welcome to join us if they're up for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to stay on.
Right.
Next
Okay.
afternoon,
God,
so
how thrilling. All right. Salt
so-
Flats. Salt Flats is easy. You're going to fly from Cusco down to Bolivia. God, La Paz. La Paz. You're going to fly down there, and then you'll organize a tour from there.
Mm.
And also, my daughter's suggested from there, she did the Pampas tour, the sort of Amazon tour for 2 or 3 days as well. And so I wondered about doing that as well, which might be.
You can fly from Cusco into Puerto Maldonado. I know it's not pronounced like that, but that's where you would fly, and then you can access the Amazon from there.
Okay.
That's the slickest.
Brilliant. So that's
route.
a separate call, but the other point being is if we did a bit of that, is it sensible to still just get a return flight from Cusco and end up back there to come home? Does that still make sense?
It's a conversation to have with Trailfinders or my new friend Jack at Dial Flight, who is awesome. Have to say, he's my new best friend. So and actually work it out with them. Because they might say, yes, in and out of Cusco via Avianca with lots of in little flights in between.
Yeah.
But
So do
they
we
might also
organise?
say, that's crazy.
We book our own flights, Millie,
Yes.
don't we? We organise our own flights after we've had this conversation. Okay, fine. So we're never all going to be doing one block booking for all of us. That's
No. It's always really useful to have it. It's really nice that everyone arrives on the same flight out. Gosh, that is just. But I know it's never as easy as that. So
Emily, will you put on, Jack Dial a flight?
Yeah, I'll put that all in an email.
and also just confirm which
the flights,
days.
my wish list flights.
Yeah, please.
That Elaine's
I
going to
won't
take.
remember them.
Yeah, Elaine is going to be my model midlifer and do exactly as she's told. Yeah, all you going rogue lot, we'll just herd you in. That's absolutely fine.
I'm afraid I haven't got the finances to do anything extra, so I'll go with the just the core thing.
Okay,
So,
you're
yeah.
my second model student.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nikki,
Okay,
Nikki,
great.
please know that I'm not doing it zhuzh. I'm in the, I'm in the dorm for 20 kind of traveling.
Yeah.
But you can do it very, very cheap.
Are
Yeah.
you racing across the world?
I don't know. I'm nomadic.
I mean, as in the program Race Across the World, when they do it on like just
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
yeah.
You can. I've just done the orangutan in Medan in Indonesia, and I literally, if you saw the accommodation, well, it wasn't an accommodation. If you saw where I was, you'd all honestly it made my student kids look like me. Like, oh my God, Mum, where were you staying? So yeah, you can go to amazing places, and you don't need to spend much money. But if you, as you rightly said, Amy, if you've gone all the way to South America and you paid for the flights to get there, then to add a week or two and go off and see some things.
I just
But
feel
you
like
know, you might have
I
to
might never
sit
get
on a
back.
bus. You might have to sit on a bus for 24 hours. So you sit on a bus for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
you'll confirm everything. Good.
I'll follow this up on an email. Okay, so that's all good. Now the next thing where I just wanted is the actual itinerary. So the itinerary is you are going to arrive in Cusco, and then you're going to get picked up and taken straight to Calca, which is our base. That is where the NGO partners of ours, Andean Alliance, that is their HQ, and it's in the Sacred Valley, but it's one of those local little towns. But it's lovely, so South American with the big square, all the school kids coming out and doing their dances in the evenings. You know, it's as you would imagine, with no tourists. So it's completely off the beaten track. So here, before your big trek, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nights. That's 5 days in Calca. And the reason, and you're going to be doing all sorts of weird and wonderful things. You're going to be helping with the jewelry little project. You're going to go up to the reforestation project, which is at 4,500 meters. It's absolutely stunning. That actually is my highlight of the trip. It's called the Lake of Gold. And historically, this is where all the Incas went when the Spanish invaded and threw their gold into the lake. But no one's ever had a dive down to see if it's actually there. But there's a big reforestation project which the Andean Alliance are heading up. And then you'll see the strawberry farm. So the Andean Alliance, the purpose of their existence is to help the high Andean farmers adjust to the climate change, because the glaciers are retreating and they live at 4,000 roughly meters high above the tree line, and they have been dependent on potato farming. I know I've told girls before. Fun fact: 4,000 varieties of potatoes in Peru. Who knew?
Wow.
I know. The choice of crisps that you get at the little supermarket, genius. Honestly, if you're a crisp lover like me, heaven. Anyway, so you'll meet a lot of these farmers on your trek when you're with the team or going on your way to Machu Picchu, and beforehand when you go to the Lake of Gold, and you'll see like the harsh conditions that they live in. I mean, it's just like, oh my God, how do they do this? Live up here with absolutely diddly squat, and they're just harvesting potatoes. And with the retreating glaciers, now that the climate, their soil is all changing, so they are struggling. So the Andean Alliance have shown them how to grow strawberries at this height.
Oh, wow.
It's so clever. And so you will see these farms and you'll see it all, and it's just genius what they've achieved. But the purpose, yes, you're going to have a nice time. Yes, you're going to see interesting things, but the purpose of this 5 days is to get you acclimatized.
Yeah.
So you're going to going up and you're going to be coming down. You're going up and coming down. You're going to have a headache and it's going to go. You're going to have a tummy ache and it's going to go as your bodies adjust. Now, there is no right, there's no kind of shortcut to avoiding altitude sickness. But I believe the fitter you are, the better you will cope. And I only know this because the first time I did this trek, I was super fit and I glided through with just a headache. The second time I did it, I was really unfit and I got a headache, stomach ache, leg ache. Oh, I felt like shit. So really, I cannot stress enough. Fitness, leg fitness, bottom fitness is really key, because you're going to go up, 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 down, 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 up again and down. And it's not steep, but it's gradual. And, it takes its, with the altitude, the thin air, it takes its toll. So get fit is my message. Ladies, do not do what I did and think, oh, I'll be fine. And I was fine. I really was fine, but I didn't enjoy it as much as the first time.
Yeah.
And that was a shame. So when you go on your trek, we are taking you to the Laris, into the Laris Valley, but it's not following the when you Google, there are 3 ways to get to Machu Picchu: the Secondary, the Laris Valley, and the official Machu Picchu trail, the 3
Inca Trail,
Inca Trail, the 3 valleys. So we're taking you down the Laris Valley, but we're not taking you on the trail that they go on, because our guide used to live there. He knows all the villages. So you're going to go and kind of meet kind of friends and family and park up wild camping outside a village of his great friend. The only downside from this is that they might not have cleared up the llama poo. So there's loads of llama poo everywhere, but it's rough and ready and it's really authentic. So you've got 2 nights of wild camping. The first night is probably outside a little village, a house of a friend of Rubens. The second night is high up, and it's it's beside this lake, which I think is just absolutely stunning. Then the third night you come down. Now, the third night, you're going to go to Olitambo, and you'll be so pleased. You're going to stay in a little hostel that night. Now, there's madness. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Just to backtrack on this camping trekking bit, have we got? In my head, it's a bit like when we did Killy. Are there like a whole team of people helping us carry bags and tents and all that sort of stuff, or do we
whole team? You're carrying yourself and your little day rucksack full of your nuts and wet weather gear.
It's slack packing.
Slack packing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got all the mules, all the things going ahead of you, setting up camp before you get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful sight when you look across the valley and all this train of mules and guys. Beautiful. Anyway, third night, you're in Olitambo. Okay. Olitambo it's a really lovely little town, but it's really touristy. So this is when you're going to go, oh God, there's so many tourists, so many people. But the reason we're doing this is you're going to be on the 6:30 train down the valley, okay? And you're going to be with all the American tourists, and you're going to think, what am I doing? But before you get to Agua Calientes, which is a hellhole, which is the kind of right at the end of the valley, the train is going to stop, and you're going to hop off in the middle of nowhere. And you're going to hop off. I think it's called Kilometer 101. Cross the bridge, and by doing this, you're accessing the last day of the official Inca Trail, which is the only way to access the oh my God, I've just had a mind drop, to access the way into Machu Picchu.
The Golden Gate. Is that?
Thank you, Nikki. Yes. Yeah, that one. Okay. And you have to see it from here. So what I love about this, so far you have been the 2 days of wild camping. You're in the high Andes, barren, above the trees, big vistas. I mean, no photo does it justice. It can't actually, it can't grab the distance and the immensity of the area. Then when you come down on this day, or well, on day 3, you come down through the woods, you get picked up, and then you get to Ollantaytambo. On this last day, you're in the cloud forest. So now you've got the birds and the wildlife, and you've got the waterfalls, and it's completely stunning. And you go through old ruins, and then eventually you get to the gate. And you climb up, you have to climb up there literally on all fours. You're going to think, oh my God, I hate her. What is she making me doing? You are literally scrabbling up. And then the sun gate is there. And then you see Machu Picchu ahead of you. And it's about 1 kilometer away. And that is the moment that's your dinner moment. Then you walk 1 kilometers in, and you get closer to Machu Picchu yourself. It is absolutely beautiful, but then you get closer and closer and you realize, oh my God, there are billions of tourists here. But you just kind of look above them, you look at the scenery, you go down, Ruben will take you in around the ruins, and then you leave. You literally want to get back. You go down the bus to Agua Calientes, which is just horrible. Hopefully it's like the kind of Wild West. It's the end of the train line where all the buses take you up to Machu Picchu. So it's not particularly nice, but there's a really nice bar there. Ruben will take you there. You can have a drink, you can celebrate, and then you catch the train and off you go. You go back to Ollantaytambo for the night. Then the next day you go to Cusco. So that's your trip.
Right.
Amazing.
Okay. Yeah, on the 5 days that we're seeing strawberry farms, are we actually helping as well? Because I thought we were doing a bit of volunteering.
You will be helping.
Great. Yeah.
Especially when you're doing the reforestation, you'll be helping the trees that we forested. There's loads of pruning to be done.
They're brilliant. Yeah.
And we want you to work because you're going to be bending up and down, and that's all part of the acclimatization.
Okay, brilliant.
Amazing.
And on the accommodation, the camping and everything, are we in pairs? Is it sort of 2-man tents, or what's the deal? Only because we're obviously a 3, not that it matters, because I'm sure we'll all be best friends within 5 minutes and we'll all just whoever. But I'm just wondering what the situation is there.
They are 2-man tents, or they can be single tents. I mean, I can ask, the 3-man tents are 2-man tents. So I wouldn't want to say, oh, you can all squeeze into 3-man. You won't want to, but I can get single tents up there.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Now, the last bit of the conversation is the accommodation when you're in Calca. Now, when I've done it, there are different ways we can script this now. And I just want you to be totally honest with me for what you're up to, but so what you want to do. So when I've done it, I have done it staying in homestays. Now, there are 2 homestays that we use. They're about a 10-minute walk apart, and there's with Glennie or Maritza. Maritza lives in a kind of modern bungalow with a garden, and it's got a few dogs, and they're kind of family living, but they're very basic. But hers is a modern bungalow, so it's less basic. Whereas Glennie, who I absolutely love, is an old-fashioned you walk in and it's got the courtyard and all the bedrooms around it, and you've got your own room and a shower, but you've got to put your clothes on and go outside down the stairs to have a shower, and then you've got to go back up. Now, I love these experiences, but you don't have to have you don't have to, because there is a new Airbnb that's opened where it's all very nice and it's got a garden. It's just on the outside of town. So I just wanted to put it out to you that there is now a choice. So gut feeling.
The authentic one that you like.
I want the
great.
authentic one.
Yeah,
as long
definitely.
as I've got my own space, I'd rather do the authentic one.
Yeah, me too.
Ditto.
Yeah, ditto.
Caroline?
Yeah, I'll wherever. I'm totally chilled.
That's the
I don't
spirit.
want to be, I'd be happy in the authentic back blocks or whatever. So
Okay, so when you're there, you're going to arrive and you're going to be, okay, right, okay, how am I getting you know, everyone has to get themselves settled in. And when I was there with a group of school friends on the last time, they were like, oh God, Millie, are we really here for the night? Where am I going? I was like, yes, stop your whining. I told you to bring a dressing gown and some slippers. You're walking up and down, all through the night because I have 3Ps. Yes, you are. Up you go, up you go. So you have to, you know, all of you will just have your moment of, oh shit, okay, here we go. But you gotta, as a team, you will just get on with it, and you'll get into it, and you'll love it, and you'll feel really proud of yourself. And they're gorgeous people, gorgeous, kind people. Okay, so that's the plan. That was easy.
Yeah, no. Well, I was expecting to do a lot more wild camping, so all this is surprising.
So that is everything on my list for now. When it comes to kit and what you're going to pack, oh my God, we'll go into that in great detail further down the line. Okay. But if you want some ideas of what you want for Christmas,
yeah, I would like.
You know, trekking socks are really good because you probably need kind of 3 or 4 pairs of those really good ones, thick and cozy. You do need waterproof trousers, and you do need a waterproof jacket, and I'm talking proper waterproof. No, this'll do dog walking coat. That won't do.
Showerproof.
Yeah, no showerproof. It has got to be Gore-Tex. Okay, if the rain comes and you're up that mountain, you've got to know that you are. I have the full gear. So if somebody just thinks, oh my God, you know, Nikki, for example, I know you would fit into all my clothes. You know, I have all of it. If you think,
what brand do you? Because I've been looking at all these different brands. It's a bit confusing because obviously some are more expensive. That's fine if you're going to invest. But what brand do you wear then?
Well, I've got a selection of mountain equipment down to bits of rab, bits of this, bits of that. I've got a bit of everything.
Okay. I didn't know if one was more waterproof than another, really.
No. Just Gore-Tex.
Yeah.
Millie.
With the rubber zips, yeah.
Sorry, I've got to go to work because I'm late. Is that okay?
That's absolutely fine. So I'll send you all the flights. So we can get.
Just if you put it,
I'll put it all in an email. That's absolutely perfect. And lovely William is very welcome to join the trip.
Yeah, well, we'll see. You know, whatever works. But thanks to the rest of the team for sort of saying that he was welcome if you couldn't come. Yeah, and very nice to meet you all, and we'll see you again. And I'm sorry to rush away. I've got the quiches in the oven.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. That sounds great, Millie. How exciting!
Yeah. So it's actually happening. So that's what's really exciting.
Right.
Lovely Nikki and Elaine have been waiting for years for this goddamn trip to happen.
Oh dear.
They are the most patient people out there.
You know each other already? Are you friends?
No. Don't know anyone. Which is half the point, really, isn't it? It's the conversations on the walks, the track. Yeah.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Yeah. It sounds amazing. Just what I want to do. So
it's a tough, gritty. It's tough and it's gritty, but it's full of joy. It really is. I mean, there's nothing. As all the midlife. I mean, I love all the midlifers, the trips. But this one, just going to Peru, going to that sacred valley, it is very, very special.
Yeah, very much looking forward to it.
Just one quick question, Millie. What my daughter's sort of done it all, and she sort of said a lot of people do Rainbow Mountain, is it?
Oh yeah.
And she was like, she didn't actually do it, and she's like, I don't know if it. She said it's quite hardcore, and it didn't sound like that appealing. Actually, I just wondered what your. I
I wouldn't bother. It's another really high altitude thing just for rainbow, for to see that the stratas in the air. But when you're flying into Cusco, you look out the window and you'll see it.
That's easier.
That's so much easier.
It
It's basically you don't need the challenge because you've already had the challenge.
Yeah.
You've
That's
got
what
the
I
challenge
thought.
within this trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd only be going to Rainbow Mountain just to see the crazy geographical features of it,
Yeah.
which you'll experience throughout your trip. The thing that people do like to do is Arequipa. They like that as a South American town.
Arequipa. Okay.
If you want city, but if you want another town, Lima, I really wouldn't bother with. Very disappointing. La
La Paz is supposed to be nice, is it?
Paz, I've never been to La Paz, but my kids have been to La Paz and they've also been to Peru. So they say La Paz is crazy, not as beautiful, but it's very high, but it's fun, but it's the entry point to the salt flats.
Yeah. So we could do like a night there on the way to the salt flats.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds good. Brilliant. Oh my God, it's so exciting.
Okay.
And so Millie, will you send us a link for the flights, and then we can just hop on that and book, or how does that work now?
Yeah, I'm going to send you the details of the Avianca flight. So you hop on, you book, tell me when you've booked, and if they're these flights, just say I book your flights, and that's great.
Yeah.
Amy and Sarah, you're going to go off piste, so that's fine. Just get on with it because the flights have just been released now for this time next year. So early bird wins. Even the Avianca now are £1,000. So if we left it to after Christmas, they'd probably be 1,500.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So we get on and book and then to confirm to you what we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
And then I will advise you with the hotel booking in Cusco, which I'll tell you where we're staying, and then I can either make that extra booking for you, which would make sense because then it's under the same name.
Yeah.
So we'll coordinate that.
Okay, great. And then I'm all about kind of keeping the group kind of communicating and getting excited together. Is everyone happy if we start a WhatsApp group?
Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It'd be quite fun. I don't know if Millie, are you able to set that up because you'll have all our numbers?
Yes, I can set that up. I usually set that up slightly closer to departure.
All right.
It's another WhatsApp group, so as long as you don't go crazy on it, I will be. Because the questions of what we're going to pack, visas, and this, that, and the other, I don't want anybody to think about until summer next year.
Summer.
No, it's more about just having chatted with the group. I mean, if you send me the numbers, Millie, I'll set it up, and then you don't have. We'll add you in nearer the time if that's better.
Don't worry, I'll get Zoe to do it.
Yeah.
She's young and slick on these things.
I do get you. I have so many WhatsApp groups for work. It's just beyond silly. It's gone off 7 times since we've been speaking.
Exactly. So
just archive us, Millie, until closer to the time.
I'll archive you. Thanks.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. We're just chatter.
And injections, you don't really need anything.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool.
I'll put it down in an email.
Yeah, just maybe see where our tetanus is or something.
Yeah.
No, that's
great.
Fantastic. Thank you, Millie. We got there.
Got there.
Very excited.
And everyone's happy with William joining.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great, I'll tell him.
Happy to get more blokes if you want to. It's absolutely fine.
Okay, lovely. All right, team.
Yeah, well done, Millie. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Julie.
Millie.
Thank you.
Elaine,
Yeah.
get that foot better.
Oh, honestly, what an idiot. But hey ho, I've got a week off work.
It's
so
best to do it now than next year.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
Buns of steel. That's what you're aiming for.
Is there so just on the training, do you think it's worth I mean, obviously you've got to have it over quite a few weeks, but you don't want to peak too early either, do you? It's a bit like training for a marathon. So do you think 6 months is too long, or should it be a bit shorter, 4 months before we go?
No, do it way out, because I went to Nepal a couple of years ago and
Yeah.
I was really fit and I spent a whole year getting ready for it. But it was worth it because when I was there, I was really happy because I was
Brilliant.
fit.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And I'm nowhere near that fit now, so I need to do it again. But
Yeah.
I started a year out.
That's really good to know. Yeah, I mean, I'm reasonably fit already, but it's not my hill legs, uphill, downhill legs. So
Where are
it's
you
just-
guys
Yeah.
based? Because we might do a few little training walks and things. So,
I'm in Edinburgh.
Oh,
right,
bless you.
lovely.
I'm in the Cotswolds.
Right, so you're
Not
in
too
a good
bad.
area. Good
Yeah.
area for walking, and not that far. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
no, there's enough hills around here. Yeah,
Plenty,
definitely,
yeah.
don't need to worry. Yeah,
Okay.
I've already identified 2 local ones that are going to be my training hill now because they're fairly steep.
It's up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
Okay, so Elaine, look after your ankle. Ladies, have a
Yeah, good
lovely
luck.
day, and I'll
Thank
send
you.
you all that stuff at some point today.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Lee.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Bye.
Lovely to meet you all.
Bye bye.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.